Okay, today on Mohawk-Garage. Maybe just a little video because I've already got this thing most of the way taken apart because it took me that long to figure out what the heck was going on. So, I'm working on my 2012 Razor 800S. I was having an issue where it didn't want to idle. It was idling up and down and up and down, and then it would die. And I went through and watched some of the other videos on it, and it seemed most likely to be the fuel pump, so I put one of those in there, no change. Um, I'm trying to figure out what vacuum this thing has to have a vacuum leak, and indeed it does. So what I found is that the intake is damaged where it mounts to the throttle body. The throttle body mounts to the rubber intake that mounts to the head, and where the hose clamp goes on, it's just all torn up. And the whole throttle body has actually just been hanging out there, not even in it for I don't know how long. And now my intake is all full of poof dirt, which you might learn about. And it has like coated the mass airflow sensor. Well, might be a little dirty. Or completely plugged up. Yeah, that caused the issue. So now I am trying to get it apart. And the intake bolts do not want to come out. So I'm going to be working on this, and maybe I'll get some video. And maybe I'll put this together one day. I don't know. I got a bunch of chopped up little videos that I might throw together to make this coherent, just to help you out if you're having that issue. Because I couldn't find any definitive videos telling me what was going on there. It just said, hey, check for a vacuum leak. And, yeah. So here we go. Here is what I'm working on. Here's the intake itself. So here. And then here is where it's split at. Where the hose clamp goes on there. And it was just kind of hanging out. So look at the inside. That's the throttle body. That's crazy. That's straight dirt. All the dirt that's on the outside is on the inside. Air filter side's clean. So now that I've isolated the issue, the problem is that the intake bolts are really, really stuck. They are Allen-headed bolts. I tried to break them out yesterday. They're 6mm Allens. I tried to break them loose yesterday, and it wasn't going very good for me, and I didn't want to round them out. So I soaked them overnight with some PB Blaster. I'm going to try and hit them again a little bit. Soak it again in PB Blaster. Hit it again with the wrench, and hopefully it breaks loose. If it does not, then I will be breaking out the torch to put some heat to it. I did find the part on Amazon easily. It was like $16 for the whole intake. So that should be coming in tomorrow, and hopefully this fixes this, because I really need this thing to run so that I can run my dog around and make him happy, because he is being a real butthead not being able to run around. So, yeah, let's get to work. And you'll see that I'm using a ratchet wrench around this Allen head instead of using the top of it with a ratchet. It's because I've already tried that, and it's just so far away from the bolt that I feel like it's going to round it out. So I got this so I can get closer down to the bolt, and then I'm going to put a little bit of extra leverage on here. Should pop right loose, no problem. A little bit of patience, a little bit of persuasion. That's loose. Now, I gotta get the one on the back side. It's gonna be more of a challenge. Okay, I ended up kind of cheating. I used my 90-degree Milwaukee impact. This thing is wonderful. Love it. Got the intake off. Here is where it was split. This is where the throttle body goes in. But check this out. Look at the inside of it. Like, that is genuine Nevada poof dirt. Ooh, got some on my face. So yeah, I'm gonna try to repair this thing just because why not? But I don't have much hope in it. We'll see. Another one will be here tomorrow. I might even go out on a limb here and say this is unrepairable. I mean, it is ripped halfway around the whole thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow. Wait for the new one to come in. Next! Let's see what those valves look like. Oh man, that's crazy. What do you think? Also noticed that the clamp for this was very loose. Can't see. It goes to the belt. So that was getting all dusted out too. That's probably not going to help my belt wear. Alright, I'm going to pull this throttle body off and clean it up. It looks like I got to take these screws out to get access to the cable. So, gonna do that. Find out. Here's a T20. That was probably overkill, but better than underkill, right? Yep. Okay, big reveal. Looks like, yes, I did have to take that out in order to get the cable off. Let's see here. Still gonna have to take that off too. Twist the cable around, grab a hold of that, pull it up out of that slot. That's freed up. And then I just gotta take this nut loose, pull the cable out. Man, my tools are a mess right now. This is 14 on the base, 12 millimeter out here. Crack that loose. Okay, take the nut loose at the bottom. That'll help. And you can spin the whole thing out. That nut on the bottom is an adjuster. So, I don't know if maybe I get a little more throttle out of this rig. That'll surely help me blow the engine up. Oh my gosh, it just came off in big chunks. The old finger it out method first. Get a rag. Get the big chunks out of here first, manually, before you go spraying a bunch of chemicals and stuff at it. Got most of it out of there. There's still some big chunks down here in the bottom. Take a pick, dig that stuff out of there. Down in the corners. Crazy. Grab a little brake clean. open. Oh, Ensemble de Mexico. That plug right there looks pretty dirty on the inside. It was very hard to get out. Got some CRC electrical cleaner. You probably won't be able to see that since it's alongside camera. Gonna just spray it in here. Clean up that plug. Got all that knocked out of there. Go ahead and clean these ones out too. That one wasn't as dirty, but all right. Okay, now we're going to take a small amount, just a little bit, of dielectric grease. Not yay much. Rub it in. You just want to smear this stuff, okay? You don't want to fill the whole cavity with dielectric grease, or the plug won't go in there well, or it will actually inhibit the electricity going through there. So just take a little bit on a Q-tip and just rub it right around the edges of the plug. And what that's going to do, besides getting cotton in the plug, is going to it's going to lubricate that, so when the plug goes in, it's going to go in easier, and then as well it's going to create a moisture barrier there along with the rubber that's going in there. Okay, I cleaned up the mass airflow sensor with some electronics cleaner. You should use mass airflow cleaner on it, but it is important that you don't use something like brake clean or something super abrasive on it, because it's a sensitive little piece there in the tip of the mass airflow meter. So I'm going to go ahead and put a tiny bit of dielectric grease around here to help lube that and seal it as it goes in. Put it in my new intake and then reinstall. Okay, I cleaned it up a little bit in the intake. I didn't want to. I wanted to leave it alone, but I couldn't. So I wiped it out with a rag and I sucked it out with a vacuum. Don't have any access to compressed air right now, so hopefully that's good. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Unfortunately, that's about the best I can do. I don't want to spray a bunch of some kind of fluid down in there trying to clean it out. And I figured all that dust has been going through there for this long. Shouldn't hurt anything. I still got good compression, so run it. Okay, threaded the cable back in there. I got to deal with the actual cable part. So you want to load that spring, spin it around, stick the lead part in the hole like that. Like that. All right. And then make sure it goes into its channel here. There you go. As with everything else, I'm going to use a little bit of dielectric grease to help with the seal. The original seal seemed to be working pretty good. We're just going to lube this up just a little bit. Go ahead and throw cover back on. Anytime you got several bolts on something like this, best to get them all started first before you start tightening them, any of them down. Okay, so the cracked, leaky intake was definitely my problem, and now it runs good. That's great. And get it put back together. There's kind of a suspect looking hose clamp on the belt air intake for the CVT. I'm gonna try and get that little buttoned up a little better and put it all back together so I can go ride. All right, got everything back together. All my intakes on. Get all my vent hoses routed up. The wires are all back on. All right.